Hi guys, just watched the next episode of Game of Thrones, and obviously I woke up for the 2 AM showing in the UK on Sky, so I apologise, I'm still a bit, a bit tired. Usually I do this sort of thing with Jamie, but with our shift patterns and stuff we wouldn't really have a chance to do it because we never really have a coincide where we're both off work, so we wouldn't have had a chance this week. So I'm going to do it on my own. And I'll just jump straight into it. It opens with the Jon Snow waking up again, which was the big thing from the last episode. It made me laugh because Davos is like looking at him and he's like, gets up and it's like, he should have been like, Jon, stay calm, you have been stabbed, now you've been resurrected. Also, you've been lying on the table for a long time, in the cold, there might be some shrinkage. Also, you might notice that your hair's shorter and your beard's lopsided, but that was all part of the plan of getting you back. Because I swear his hair, I know they cut his hair, but I swear his hair is like, it's way too short. I'm sure it's one of those, it's a continuity. I'm sure it's continuity. His hair's way too short, but yeah, look past it because he's back, so no one really cares. And then it goes, where does it go next? The thing is, I always forget where it goes. I think it's the Tower of Joy next. You see the Tower of Joy sequence, which was previewed from last episode, we've all seen it in the trailer, which is the part that I got wrong when I saw the trailer because of other theories, and I haven't read the books, but quite a lot of people have corrected me, and it's a brilliant sequence. It's obviously after the Battle of the Trident, and you have Ned, his men, I don't know who the other men are, but there's Reed, who's the only survivor. Obviously he gets slashed in the chest at the start of the battle, so he's on the floor. It's a really good duel, actually. You do see, Arthur Dayne's mad skills with 2 swords. It's a really fun sequence as well, because there's not been many decent dual sword fights for a while, so the last one that was pretty decent was obviously Viper versus Mountain. So that was nice to see another duel, and it obviously reveals that, I mean, obviously Sir Arthur Dayne was killed by getting stabbed in the backstab, Dark Souls style, and he then gets slain by Ned with his sword, which is a bit of a shame, really. He wasn't. If Reed wasn't there, Ned would be dead. Sir Arthur Dayne's obviously a better swordsman, but then we get to see some sort of deja vu Denzel Washington shit with Bran, that he shouts out to his father and he sort of turns and looks, but he sees nothing, and then obviously he says, "He heard me," and the man in the tree says, "We heard the wind." I think it's probably one of those things where it actually would affect time, maybe? I don't know. It could be. If it is that, then they've got the option to send Bran back in time to stop an event that would change something in the future. Possibly, if that's how it works. It's probably not how it works. I'm probably like completely wrong and upsetting quite a few people. But if that was how it worked, you could have some sort of Terminator shit going on, get Bran going back to stop the Red Wedding, or other things like other critical events that would change the outcome of Westeros. But that could be fun to see. I think from there we go and see Sam and Gilly going to Hornhill. Is it Hornhill? By a boat. Not really much there, really. They're just sort of travelling, chatting, normal sort of stuff about him lying to them wanting them to keep them safe, wants them to stay with his family, while he goes and trains to be a maester to help Jon. But then we see, I think it goes to Daenerys, and then Daenerys in the, Dothraki region, just wandering about, and I see the other Cal's widows, and she gets stripped naked and you don't see anything, and it's one of the storylines that I'm just thinking, where's the dragon? Where's the dragon? Stop burning stuff. Hell, I'll take Jorah Mormont appearing. Just something to get her out of there and just progress. You know? I think after that, do we go to Meereen? With Tyrion? Oh no, maybe it's Varys you see next with the woman that's helped the Sons of Harpies target Second Sons and I've forgotten their names. The friggin' Unsullied. So they were targeting them, and they obviously he's been trying to bribe her and threaten her at the same time to get information. Eventually does. You see a scene with Tyrion trying to talk to Grey Worm and Melisandre, trying to like break down barriers between them, and then you get what's after that? I really should write down which each part, but you basically do see everyone. You see Mace, what's his name? Maester, the guy that was disavowed from the Citadel. You see him with actually the little birds, him like taking over Varys's role, having his little birds, making sure they still are giving information to the crown. And then you see obviously Clegane and Jaime and Cersei come in. It was fun to see Jaime like saying, "Can he actually hear us?" Like, always like wanting to just poke him in the cheek. Like, can he? And he turns to face him. Or we see Tobin with the High Sparrow, another scene that doesn't go anywhere. It's just Tobin being useless again. Hopefully next episode. I mean, I looked for the promo video. I could swear they show it next time on the end of the Sky Atlantic, but there wasn't. Maybe that's tonight. They show a promo. Maybe. I don't know. They must do to stop people from having spoilers. I don't know. But there wasn't a promo, so I looked for it briefly just before I started this, but I couldn't find one. So hopefully next episode we get to see the progression of them attacking the sparrows. But that again, they go to the council, small council, and they don't stay. So obviously they're not going to have them on their side just yet. In the trailer you see Jaime with a Tyrell army. So I bet will it be next episode, probably the episode after we see that sort of march on the High Septon scene, with Gregor killing loads of sparrows, which I can't wait for. So yeah, we'll hopefully see that in the couple of episodes to come. And I think the biggest reveal, I don't know why my laptop's just suddenly sprang to life, but that's that. I do need it, so that's fair enough. I think. Oh yeah, nearly forgot. You see the big reveal of, I don't get this with is it Aisha? I can't remember. It was so long ago. But yeah, the wildling woman, the one that's from Harry Potter. She I swear that was season 3, 4, 3 that they split up, and she went off. I assume to go some coastal fort or something like that with Rickon, and they get captured. Like, how far did they get? You know what I mean? Like, it was friggin' ages. Bran looks like, 3-4 years older. Friggin' Rickon looks, he's sprouted. He's not longer that big anymore. He's like, literally probably, I don't know, looks like he's 5'10" or 5'8" or something like that, 5'9". So, like, what they've been doing? Have they been held captive for this long? And he didn't want to do anything because he had no reason to, because there was no wildlings coming in, and Boltons were still in charge. I mean, Roose Bolton was still in charge, so he didn't really want to give them Rickon, or they've basically just been held captive all this time. But that said, I suppose they could have killed the direwolf prior to going there. But the fact that that was another thing that me and Jimmy discussed, the whole direwolf situation. Well, now I've got possibly one or two fatalities on the direwolf side, because we see the head of one, which I swear looks nothing like either one of the direwolves, but whatever. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Rickon plays into this again. Hopefully he does something, or maybe he just gets killed. Who knows? It's probably already been revealed in the book. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know where it sort of lies. Because I know in the book, Stannis is still wandering around, moping. So obviously we're ahead of them in that sense on the TV show. But then the final sequence we see, I think it's the final sequence. I could be completely wrong. It's probably the sequence I've missed. Although Arya having a Jedi training. To get better at being a blind person, she gets her sight back, and it's just a montage where we get her ass kicked basically. So hopefully her story's now going to pick up with the many-faced god and all that jazz. But we see Jon Snow handing out justice on poor little Ollie. Ollie, such a moron. Oh dear. Yeah, and Sir Allison. Alistair, but Allison, I'd like to call him. Then the other two guys. I swear there was more guys that stabbed him. Like, I swear there was more than 4. I know 2, maybe the 2 that were killed during the wildling thing. Obviously the guy that got his head smashed in, and the guy that was taken out by the wildlings. Maybe they sort of made up the thing, but I swear there was more than just 4 or 6. I swear there was about 10 of them. So, fuck knows, you know. So they were hanged, which was a good scene. I just kind of wanted the meme where like Jon Snow's like, I don't know, there's a meme with the whole Shining where he's like, here's Johnny. I really wanted that to happen. But we see that scene, and that is basically it. Jon Snow basically hands over his thing and says, "My watch has ended," and walks off. And I wanted them to say, "John, that's not how this works. You can't just walk off. Oh, okay, you've gone. All right." You know. So that's obviously how it's going to tie into him going and fighting the Boltons, perhaps with the wildlings, like him just trying to retake Winterfell, maybe him returning as an actual heir to Winterfell, or you know, trying to take up the mantle of something or other, doing some Jon Snow kind of stuff. Or he finds out they've got Rickon, and he goes and deals with that. So it could be. Oh, actually, it will be, because we see him fight the Boltons, so with the wildlings. So he probably does find out about Rickon, and that's what Jon Snow's mission will be for the rest of the series: is fighting the Ramsay Bolton. I said Roose Bolton, fighting Ramsay Bolton to get Rickon back. But oh, there was another thing with the Tower of Joy, because I'm pretty sure in the book we don't know what Lyanna's promise was / how she died in the book. I swear it's just, I could be completely wrong, so I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure the way I've been told this, that they don't know what the promise was / how she died. So that's why the whole "it's Jon Snow's son" isn't actually official. But hopefully we'll see that next. Maybe we don't see it. Maybe we do. But obviously, because Reed's the one that survived, would mean that if Reed is still alive today, in present day, he would be the only person that knows what happened at the Tower of Joy, which will probably make him, if he is still alive, he probably is still alive, because I don't think he's been mentioned to be dead or anything. Like, maybe he has been, I don't know. I can't remember. But if he's not dead, that would mean that he's the only surviving person that knows what happened, so he might play a pivotal role later on. But I'm sure most people are hoping that the scream they heard was her giving birth to Jon Snow, if that's what happens. I hope it is. I mean, it could be many things, but if it does, it leaves questions of who's his father. Is it Rhaegar? Is it Hodor? Is it Khal Drogo? Or is it someone we haven't seen yet? Who knows? Or is it even Charbeth? Who is it? Whatever. Who knows? It could be completely anything, but I think there's a high possibility it probably is her giving birth to some child. It might even be Jon Snow. It might be someone else that we haven't met yet. Who knows? But I'm not going to make any more assumptions because I know I'd probably upset people. But I like making assumptions because that's the fun part of it, even if I'm completely wrong. So yeah, I'm hoping for next episodes, because we saw a vast majority of people in this episode, so I'm hoping for the next episode it's more focused on one or two characters and we get more content on those characters instead of just zipping around all over the place and they get in small chunks. I'm hoping to get longer sections with just a few characters and we go back to our next episode. But we didn't see Santa or Theon or the Greyjoys. Maybe next episode. But yeah, hopefully next week will be alright. We'll have similar thing with Jaime's here or someone else or whatever. So hopefully next week will be normal proceedings and I won't be as tired. So yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you next week on this thing that I haven't named yet.